Oh, you're going to China. This is his words, not mine. I heard that that's where the COVID started, and I heard like people put like a 5G signals in your mask.
They tell lies about China terrorized minor.
Running a little bit late.
On Christmas Eve, on we go again to Beijing, the capital of China, to see a friend, another friend, to give me advice that will be key to my very existence here in China. Constantly active, always on the move, and this time of the year it's good vibe. Christmas fever, New Year's Eve. Who say they cancel what? You gotta be kidding, my friend. I'm not patriotic to China, I'm not a citizen of China, but I'm keen to learn what are the key things foreigners shouldn't do coming here to China. And the best person to ask is my local friend, Suki, an Inner Mongolia Chinese friend who migrated to the capital for a better fortune. And she shares some key things I should take note, maybe you too.
So what's the temperature like right now here? How are you feeling?
Right now I think it may be -10. We're gonna check it.
Right.
Maybe -10. It's pretty cold right now, but I think the temperatures are getting like higher.
Right.
Yeah, compared to last week. So at the moment it's actually -1, but the coldest weather today will be -12
Okay.
Celsius.
Oh, that's awesome. That's not too bad, you know, compared to the previous let's say days, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Like my hometown, like during daytime it can be -15.
15?
Yes.
So what's your hometown?
My hometown is from Inner Mongolia.
Inner Mongolia. Wow. Wow, let's find yeah. That's very interesting. Inner Mongolia, right? And for most people out there, they probably haven't, let's say, heard about Inner Mongolia. So what is it like there?
Well, nothing. Well, nothing. I'm just saying, like during winter time, all of the leaves are gone.
Yeah.
Everything is just like a very bold.
Okay.
Very bold.
So it's very, let's say, bland, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
However,
yeah,
I would say people with the hospitality.
Right.
Yeah, that is very warm.
So they're very, very kind people there, right?
Very kind,
Right.
and then you can get some good food from Inner Mongolia.
Wow. So let me ask now. So since you're from Inner Mongolia, now you're living in the capital here. So what is the one thing you've missed so far?
Oh, there's one thing actually that's not from Inner Mongolia, but it's from like my hometown, specifically in Inner Mongolia. It's called duijia. It's kind of like a pancake.
Right.
It's very crispy outside and it's a little bit oily. It's made of lard, and then inside they put the smoked pork.
Yeah.
That is the thing that I miss the most.
You miss the most.
Yeah,
right?
I can only have that when I'm back home.
And back home. So is that like a specialty, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a specialty.
Right. So you recommend I should try it?
Yeah, it's called duijia. I'll send you the name.
Dojiao. Oh, okay, cool. There's so many food there in China. So what's the difference, like the food here in Inner Mongolia compared to the north? Yeah, in Beijing. What's the difference?
Okay, I think mostly I would say the meat.
Okay.
So I think we have more beef and lamb.
Right.
And here I see more pork.
Right.
And other than that, I think, things here are more, what's the word, delicate. It's small and very
Small portion
exquisite.
size.
But
okay.
but in Inner Mongolia, it's like very big plate.
Is
like,
it?
Yeah, it's
massive.
Yeah, it's like there you go.
So it's made for like two, 3, 4 people, right?
Yeah, I think
Right.
because we eat a lot, like we need energy because it's cold there, and we used to be what they call it. Ethnicity on the horseback.
Right.
I don't know how to put it, but it's like we are on the horseback all the time.
Right.
So we have a lot of meat and we eat a lot of stuff, and then we can go on a war.
Oh, wow. Have you been there? Have you been to Inner Mongolia?
No, but I want to.
You want to go?
Next time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So for me, definitely, it's part of my list in Tibet, Inner Mongolia, and Xinjiang, the sort of places, right? Have you been to Xinjiang?
No, I always wanted to. Like last time we were planning for the trip, the team building trip, and we were actually thinking about Xinjiang. But then the thing is that the time that was in autumn, like late autumn, it's gonna be super cold. So better to go there during summertime.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I like. Apparently in Xinjiang, the food as well is amazing.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So there are some good restaurants you can find in Beijing, where they have Xinjiang food, very tasty.
Oh, that's sick.
Lamb.
The lamb, yes, that's it, right? It's like proper tender. So now, anyways, now moving on to the main topic here, like because I'm a foreigner here, and you guys are local and Chinese, right? You can give your opinions when it comes to what sort of things foreigners shouldn't do here. So, what are some of the things that come to mind?
Well, definitely do not pick up a fight with anyone here.
Right?
You're gonna get yourself in trouble.
Right.
So yeah, like, well, that's just a joke.
Right.
Well, I would say, for example,
okay, I think the one for me, I would say, I should not do is basically, what is it? Not forgetting my passport.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So
Yes, that's very important.
you just cannot do that. You cannot exist without your passport.
Yeah.
Even using the train as well. And it's really difficult.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So, like, even if you don't have a passport with you, and you better take a photo of your passport and then have that on your phone whenever you might need it sometime.
That is so.
Yeah, that's true. Should not do.
It should not do.
Well, okay, do not try the stinky food because my experience with all the foreigners I've spoke with or I have been friend with, I think do not try the stinky food because this is going to ruin your life.
Right. So stinky food is really that bad?
Yeah, well, it's not that bad, like for Chinese people, because we grew up like eating those food. For example, the stinky tofu, durian.
Most people back in the UK, America, the Western world, right? They may say like Chinese people are, let's say, very violent, right? And they are very patriotic towards anything China. And they want to fight, they want to conquer. Is that the image you have?
Well, I don't think so.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think so. There might be people that are irrational, but I think maybe only with their words instead of action. Yeah, especially for the recent 10 years, I think people are like just being very reasonable, and we're working on the communication. Yeah.
So now this one's a very important question, right? So what is your take when you hear all these bad things about China, in the West, and then from foreigners, and how does that make you feel? How does that make you feel?
I think it's absurd sometimes. Like, for example, I have a candidate. So I'm also a friend of his. So he told me one time he went to a supermarket, a grocery store, and people were asking him what he's up to, and he said, "I'm preparing my documents and I go to China and work there." And then that lady from that grocery store was like, "Oh, you're going to China?" This is his words, not mine. I heard that that's where the COVID started, and I heard like people put like a 5G signals in your mask. That's why they ask you to wear the mask, because they can track you down, which is like absurd. Like, I just felt like there can be things that are stupid, like opinions of people that are not understandable to us. But I don't want to hold hostage like to them or hatred. I would just say, like, if someone like you, like more people that can come to China and experience things here themselves.
Yeah.
And then they can spread what they've seen and what they've experienced to the rest of the world. And then that might change people's opinion. But most likely because they don't want to take a chance and get to know people.
Right.
It's just like how people think about China.
Yeah.
So if they can be a little bit open-minded and just take their chance and speak with people and they might have a bias with, and then that might change their mind.
That's true. That's true. That's the thing. I'll say, foreigner coming in here, you just have to have an open mind. You know, if you're closed-minded, you're not smiling. Of course, people are going to come to you, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah. People are going to open up, and then you're going to feel like people are racist, isn't it?
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
And that's not the way. You know, so interaction is very key, right? So now, last and final question.
Okay.
Right. So, is there anything that pop into mind that a foreigner shouldn't do? Like, for example, let's say driving here in China. Is it like, look at the sign behind you there?
Oh,
look at it, say no motorcycle, yeah?
Oh,
so
right.
is it like driving in China, is it safe or dangerous? For me, I think it's dangerous.
Yes.
I think it's dangerous, like
in terms of a transportation.
Transportation.
Yeah, okay, driving. Yes. I would say like a lot of people, they don't really see the signals. And like for drivers, some of them, they don't use the blinkers.
Yeah.
When they turn,
Right.
like make a U-turn, stuff like that. Well, I wouldn't say it's like unsafe, especially in like a bigger city.
in bigger city, yeah.
Yeah, we got